Previously on Jeffy's Speed Shop.
My friends and I at Super Clean, we want to give you the chance to win some Super Clean products. So if you want your chance to win some Super Clean on the next video that I post about this here Lincoln or the white Mustang or whatever it happens to be, I need you to comment a number between 1 and 100.
This time on Jeffy's Speed Shop.
Okay, a lot of wheel hop.
It's not the video you expected, but it's the video you're getting. So let's strap in, open the nitrous bottle, and see what happens.
Hey, now that annoying announcer guy is done talking, don't forget, put your number in for the Super Clean giveaway. You guys put all your numbers in this video, and then in the next one, I picked a winner, okay? Yeah, all right. Just go ahead, jump on in there, put your number in. Pick a number between 1 and 100. I'm not gonna tell you the winning number, but I do know the winning number. It's not rigged though. Did you guys like my microphone? It's a die grinder. Anyways, so with the Jack's Wax Street Madness, I didn't film anything because it was terrible on my part. I'm pretty sure my harmonic balancer spun, and I want to go to a drag and drive in Cincinnati this weekend, so as the guy said, this time on Jeffy's Speed Shop, it's me. So, I can't really tell if the harmonic balancer slipped or not. Not really sure how to even check it. It's not jiggly. But anyways, here's my timing marks. We got 0, 10, and 18, I think, from back when it was stock computer shit. I've been putting it to this 10 mark on static timing on the Holly, and it's just super lazy. It doesn't want to do anything. Like, at Jack's Wax, the reason I didn't record is, like, it was dark, so my GoPro wouldn't have picked nothing up. Why is there a weird shadow here? Is that better? I don't know, ghost stories. It was October. Where was I? It ran good because I was leaving on nitrous and it would pull the left front tire, and then I didn't realize that I had my two-step set so high that it was leaving on nitrous. But anyways, the nitrous was shutting off, so I thought that's why it was getting super lazy and only running like 12s or something like that, because it would just stop moving. It would get to 109 mile an hour and just stop, like it had no power. So that's why I'm thinking harmonic balancer spun, because it just has no timing in it. So I have another stock one underneath the bench that we're going to throw on it just to try it and see, because this will take like 15 minutes, and we'll test it from there, and then we got to put some brakes on it and some cool stuff. And so here's our new used one to us, brand used. I took it over to the wire wheel on the bench grinder, and you can see BTC 30, ATC 10, 0, and 10. I hope you can see that anyways. I know there's kind of a terrible backlight, but it's hot. So we're just gonna make a solid line right here at 10 degrees, right across the whole thing. Now that's 10 degrees. So when we put this on, it'll be easy to see because I cleaned all the rust off this, instead of having 3 different friggin' marks on the rusty one that you can barely read. Is this actually gonna work? I don't know. Maybe I should just get an ATI Super Balancer, but you know, to see if this is our problem, this is free. Let's do that. I like that, I like free. Terrible view, I know. The whole reason we're doing this, it's October in Ohio. It's pretty damn near close to the end of the race season here. Normally it's already over. Bill Hoskinson from like the Old Man's Garage and SRC, they're putting on a really cool race called the Plates and 28's, which is like actual street driven cars with license plates and you know, being able to race and go on a drag and drive. It's like an Ohio drag and drive on a weekend, so I can actually do it. I'm really interested in that. And plus then there's this Gear Bangers class where there's probably gonna be AV Boys Tony and Neo Mustangs Danny. So I'm way outgunned. I'm probably gonna order bigger jets just so I can run a 200 shot and even like have a chance. But I really think I wanna run the Plates and 28's and Gear Bangers classes. Because this car has a 28x9 slick on it, so it fits in the other rule, which is 28, 10.5 non-W or smaller. And then Gear Bangers, like, you never know, maybe I'll get traction and win, and they'll just not get traction. which is unlikely for those guys because they do a boatload of no prep. I'm also not really sure if this is prepped or no prep, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna crank the shocks up and hope for the best. We didn't get the front suspension stuff done we wanted to this year, but that's all right. I know you guys don't pay attention when I talk, but anyways, this is the whole reason we're doing this whole thing is, you know, I want to go run plates in 28's. I want to go do fun stuff before the year is over. I didn't get out as much as I wanted to. And I know this isn't the video you expected to see. You guys probably want me to finish that Lincoln. I did get a verbal tongue lashing the other day. Somebody told me that I need to actually finish a friggin' project instead of just jumping around from car to car. And I mean, maybe that's why most of you guys don't subscribe or like my videos or watch them or share them with your friends, you know? Because I have ADD and I jump around too much. Got my soft jawed hammer and I don't want to screw this pulley up. There we go. This is a BBK underdrive pulley because when I was a kid, I did every bolt on I could to gain power. What do you feel like? 15/16? Sure. Damn, am I good or am I good? Told you guys I play with small blocks a lot. Just Fords. There we go. Got her, just had to use my strong hand. Now we grab our 19 millimeter and we just start blasting. What the hell? Where the hell did I put the bolts? So install is just complete opposite procedure. I found torque specs on the internet of 75 to 85 foot-pounds, so we have the torque wrench at 82 because it just sounds fun. Okay, here we go. Torqued. Ha ha. So it was off 2 degrees. It was 2 degrees retarded, which can cause quite a few, you know, lack of power feeling situations. It's not like this car makes a whole lot in the beginning. On a 200 shot, it's probably gonna make somewhere around 500, 550 if I had to guess. I don't know, I can't remember what it was on the Mustang dyno with slicks where it spun and numbers were low. 300-ish? So 200 shot, it should be around 500, 520, somewhere in there. I don't know. Yeah. So we're gonna do the front brakes. We'll take it out for a cruise with the draggy and see if it's any better on motor. I'll be able to tell if it's still sluggish or not. I don't know. Let's jump into the front brakes. Stock rotors, stock pads, hard to slow car down. Power stop rotor, driven slug. Power stop extreme brake pads. Easy slow car down. Yeah, let's do that. So you know, like any other brake job, just give her one of those and oh. Grease cap comes right off. That's pretty neat. I'm gonna want a rag over here soon. Oh, I ain't got enough hose. That's the wrong size. Those definitely don't need lubed up or nothing. They're nice and squeaky dry. Squeak. They're lubed up. I don't know how old these brake pads are, but I probably put them on the other car, and they look glazed and shitty. Same glazed and shitty. So we'll just tuck that back there. You know what, I'm gonna get a hook, I'll do the right thing. Now we just take this apart and we gotta reuse a bunch of it. I went to see if there's any play on the suspension and steering. I'm not worried about it. I think we're gonna clean these up and just reuse these. I didn't get new bearings anyways, cause I'm cheap. These are like $5. And I was like, oh, these will be fine. Now the right way to do this is to soak them in a bucket of gasoline, soak them in a bucket of super clean. Did you guys know about the giveaway? I put it at the beginning of the video. You paying attention? What's your numbers? What's your guess? What do you think's gonna win this whole kit and caboodle? If you haven't put your numbers down there, you probably should. Summit Racing Premium High Temp EP Grease. Tacky. That's what we want. We want some tacky grease. Packing wheel bearings is super fun. Just gonna shove a whole bunch of red, tacky, high temp grease in her. Because we're doing race car shit with our race car friends. Inner bearing and wheel seal installed properly, definitely no damage. These are oily as shit anyways, so we're not gonna worry about getting too much grease on them. Just lube your shaft. Don't really want to get it on the rotor, but you know, it'll be fine. take our outer bearing and we slide that guy in there, just like that. And then we take our washer that we definitely just cleaned up and didn't slide through the dirt. And there's a keyway for that guy. Slide him into that. Oh yeah, before we do that, poop on a stick. I was gonna shove more grease in there. And then we'll torque that to a certain spec, which nobody actually knows the true spec of. You either worked with an old guy like my dad who said you want it to have a little bit of drag when you spin the rotor. Nobody knows the actual torque spec to this shit, okay? Don't judge me. So let's try and go on a test drive and break these brakes in and do some street hits in Mexico. I kept hearing this funny noise. I couldn't even make it out of the driveway. I'm like, what the fuck? And you see the back of that wheel, how it's all like scratched up and stuff? Apparently the outer clip of the brake pad that's not where it's supposed to be was rubbing on the wheels and both sides. Now I gotta pull the wheels back off real quick. So there were clips right here, and that's all that's left on this side. I don't know what happened to them. And you see the old outer brake pad had that, and they were just fine. They fit in there just the same. I don't really know what happened. Scratched the wheels up pretty good here. Nothing integrity wise. So see this side, they're just gone. I just took the wheels off. But same thing, I mean, that had to be the noise. Look at the big chunk right there. So I don't know what the heck that was all about. Almost makes me wonder if I need to put a little spacer right here or something. I don't know if I have any of those laying around. I might have something in the other garage. Of course, I found one jammed in there still, and then I found the other one out in the street. I don't know where the other two went. I found these 1/2-inch spacers, but now my lug nuts don't fit, so we can't use those. I mean, nothing's hitting now. I guess we'll just try it again and see what happens. Okay, no more weird noises. It's not charging that great, which is weird because I have a high output alternator. I brought the draggy. Let's go see what happens. Glad I put the couplers back on. Should have been a really annoying drive without them. Alright, I'm gonna go cruise and cool these off, and then I'll put the camera back on when we get to where I want to be in Mexico. Alright, I found some real nice road here. I don't think there's anybody around. Let's see if it'll do anything. Okay, a lot of wheel hops. This is probably not gonna go well. The wheel hop. I kind of have the shocks turned up to where they kind of suggested. Forgot to use the draggy correctly. 202 60-foot. Yeah, I think I forgot to hit reset. Damn it. That was a good road too. Kind of gotta... For one, I don't know how to use the draggy. It's been a long time since I used it. For two, I gotta figure out these rear shocks. They hop real hard. I don't know why. I don't know. I'm gonna pull over to this church up here and check my shocks in Mexico. I don't know why it's wheel hopping so hard. Alright, well, let's just try it on the draggy, see what happens. Really fucking slow still. Huh. So it feels faster on motor than it did at trails, but I guess I was also on spray there. I don't know what to do about this excessive wheel hop that it's been doing lately. I got the shocks turned up pretty high. Maybe I need to do some research in some forums, because I didn't used to do this. I know it's not the tires or the tire pressure, it's the same fucking tires. I'm gonna try to figure something out before the sun goes down and see if we can come back out. I also forgot my tripod, but I'm in an area where I don't really just want to leave my camera on the side of the road. So, yeah, I'm gonna do some research and come back. Okay, soften the shocks up a lot. Let's try it again. Okay, won't even do a burnout right now. So that's really good. Brakes are really good now. Alright, so I definitely think I'm starting to draw attention around here. I don't know if I solved the wheel hop or not. It wouldn't even do a burnout right there in second gear, which is weird. Normally always does. I guess I have been driving around with these tires for a little bit. I got them set pretty soft. I definitely need to check the bushings in the rear axle, you know, the ones at the top of the 28 where they're just in the axle housing. I need to check those for sure. So, let's run back to the shop, check that stuff out, and then go from there. And I guess it's about as ready as this thing's gonna get. I might do an oil change this week, but you guys are gonna want to watch that. So, yeah, it's almost 6 o'clock, running out of daylight. I'm sure these people around here are trying to relax on a Sunday, and I'm out here just ripping off, you know, these spin techs. So, see you guys back in the shop. All right, so these are the bushings that I'm talking about. Let's see if I can get my pry bar in there, kinda. I mean, there's not really any movement in them, so I don't think that's our problem. I don't know. Well, I think that's gonna wrap up today's video. We got to go make some street hits. I burned through pretty much a quarter tank of gas in the car today. So like, that's always a good day. I don't understand the wheel hop. These tires are still pretty decent. They have a lot of tread on them for slicks. I know it sounds weird to say that. They aren't stiff by any means, and they were still kind of sticky when I got back just from street cruising it. So I don't think it's the tire's fault. The shocks, I've made them stiff, I've made them soft. I can't make it not wheel hop. The last run, obviously, you could tell that it wouldn't even do a burnout in second gear, so like they're hooking up and the clutch isn't slipping. I even did a whole shot in front of the house, and when they were soft, and they wouldn't, it wheel hops. All the bushings are tight. I just stuck a pry bar to everything. I don't really know what to do here. I don't really want to put my quad shocks back on it. I don't even know if I have them anymore. Might have thrown them out, and I'm pretty sure that they were all leaky and crappy. That's an option. Maybe I'll play with that this week. Maybe I'll throw the quad shock back on it just to see if it makes any difference. I don't know, maybe I have Ethan's laying over there. I'm not really sure. Anyways, like I mentioned earlier in the video, now's the time to put your number down. You know, between 1 and 100. Pick a number. Win that super clean. That's what's up. Anyways, I'll catch you on the next one. It's either gonna be us at the track or the Lincoln. Not sure what's gonna get done first and edited and put out first. But yeah, Cincy Street Nights, I think. So yeah, so come on out to Plates and 28's at Edgewater next weekend, the 26th of October. Old Man's Garage is putting it on. I'm pretty excited. I don't know if we're going to be able to swing and do anything cool, but I'm going to get some bigger jets this week so we can try. Yeah, see you there. I'll bring some stickers and the rest of my shirts and hats, and I doubt anybody's going to want one. But if you're in Cincinnati next weekend, you'll get to meet old Jeffy. High five. See you guys in the next one.
Make sure you come back next time to Jeffy's Speed Shop. Like, share, subscribe, and tell your mom. I don't know why you would tell your mom about car stuff, but maybe you should. And don't forget that wicked awesome super clean video. Until next time, Jeffy's Speed Shop is done for today, because I don't have a good outro. Alright then, we'll see you next time on Jeffy's Speed Shop. How many times can we say that name? I don't know, but it's getting kind of redundant.
Cut.